In this tutorial, we will look at the operation report. The operation report is the fourth report that you find in the financial report section. Now, operation report, pretty much like the profit and loss and the balance sheet, you can export to Excel if you intend to do some management, to develop some management tools to help you manage your operation. The operation report is a report that gives you volume information, quantitative information, not value information. In this particular tutorial, we will talk about the sales and talk about the manufacturing cost. Another tutorial will talk about the bottom of the report, which is about the purchases and grades and number of plants and number of sales offices. Now, what do we find in the sales? In the sales reports, first of all, let's notice it is broken down like in the profit and loss statement into standard and deluxe. In this case, it's called advanced, but this really means deluxe. Now, it's further broken down like in the profit and loss statement into consumer sales, intra-company sales, intercompany sales, and component. The same goes, of course, for deluxe sales. When we see here that this company has 1,000 in terms of chips to consumers, it means this company has sold 1,000 units to consumers in the USA. It has sold nothing elsewhere. On the contrary, in Europe, it has sold 20,000, it has used 20,000 chips to make PCs. And that's an illustration of what component means. It means using the chips you have into making PCs. And then it has also sold 20,999 units of deluxe chips in the USA. Now, let's move to the manufacturing cost analysis. The manufacturing cost analysis is interesting because it provides you with information about the cost of production of your goods. It is organized around your factories, plant 1, plant 2, plant 3. Each of the factory can produce, provided you have the grade, you own the grade, or you have authorization to use a certain license, you can produce either standard or deluxe or advanced. In this case, it's called advanced. Each of the factory can produce either or. You can produce standard or deluxe. You can also produce standard and deluxe. Notice, however, that it is not favorable to produce a mix of standard and deluxe in the same factory. It comes at a cost. This company, however, has only manufactured standard chips in the plant 1. They have actually they manufactured 20,000 units, and that has cost them a total of 348,129. Now, this is the total variable cost. If you want to know the variable cost per unit, you just have to divide the first figure by the second figure, the number of units. If we move now to Europe, this is 10,000 units of PCs manufactured in Europe for a total cost of $1,202,083. Same deal, if you want to know the variable cost per unit, you just divide. So 1.2 million divided by 20,000 will be like $120 euros per unit. Now this figure here, 640,000, is the cost of the chips that have been used to produce these particular PCs. They have produced nothing else, but otherwise it would be mentioned here is in terms of cost and units. And I will stop this tutorial at this point and move on into another tutorial for looking at purchases and inventory.